Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Holmes and Miss Attville, and tonight's video lesson is going to be about comparing numbers up to 100,000.
Okay, so when we're comparing and ordering numbers, we're going to be using these symbols. They should look familiar to you. We have the less than symbol, the greater than symbol, and the equal to symbol.
So the strategy that Miss Attville and Miss Holmes really like is called the dot strategy. And you'll notice that we have 2 dots and 1 dot. So that's where the dot is coming from. The 2 dots points to the bigger number, where the 1 dot points to the smaller, because 2 is bigger than 1. So we are looking at these 2 sets of numbers, and we're wanting to use the correct symbol to compare them. So that is going to be our focus. How are we going to figure out this symbol?
Okay, and so in class today and yesterday, we talked a little bit about this already, so this should be a review. But when we are looking to compare 2 numbers, we always need to start at the greatest place value, and they both have a digit in the hundred thousands place. So we need to look and start there when we're starting to compare these 2 numbers.
And since they're both the same, we know we need to go to our 10,000s place because it's our next place value. And once again, the digits are the same. So since they're the same, Miss Attville, where do we need to go?
Now we move to the right to the thousands place, the next greatest place value.
And look what we have. We have the same digit of a 7, which means we need to keep going until the digits become different. So since the digits are the same, we need to look at our
hundreds place.
So finally, we can see that we have 2 different digits. They're not the same anymore. We have a 3 and an 8.
Okay, so the 3 represents 300 and the 8 represents 800. And we know that 800s is greater or bigger than 300. So we know automatically which number is greater. We can stop right here. We don't have to move to the right anymore.
So back to this dot strategy, we put our 2 dots to our bigger number because 2 is bigger than 1. So when we stopped in the hundreds and we saw we had an 800 and a 300. Well, we know 800 is bigger, so the 2 dots would go to the 800 side, where the 300 is smaller, so the 1 dot would go to our 300 side. Okay. So now we were able to fill in our symbol. We know that the 300 was smaller and the 800 was bigger. And the dot strategy, 2 dots goes to the bigger number and the 1 dot goes to the smaller number. So this is why we use the dot strategy. The dot strategy kind of helps us on which way the symbol goes. So tonight in your I and B's, let me slide that over and kind of readjust it so you guys can see. We have our place value charts, because our place value charts helps us look from one place value to the next. So you notice we have
2 6-digit numbers. So we want you to put the 2 6-digit numbers in the place value charts so you can line up your digits and see what is alike and what is different more easily.
So like our examples we just showed you, we put the 2 numbers in the place values, so right underneath each other. We were able to look, and if the digits were the same, we were able to move over. And if they were the same, we moved over. We only stop when the digits become different. So we guys want you to go ahead and do one place value chart on the top, write your equation, and we're looking for that symbol, so use this to help you. And then we want you to do another one, do this place value chart. And you notice that I did the squares up here. I didn't do it here. It's just getting in the practice of making a place value chart because it's a good strategy and it's a good tool to use, especially with place value. So here's 2. We want you to do these 2 equations. We're looking to see the symbol, so remember the 2 dot strategy. So always remember, or rewind if you need to go back to remember, that the 2 dots goes to the larger number and the 1 dot goes to the smaller number.
Okay, I think that about wraps it up.
We will see you guys tomorrow.